Today I'm going to show you all my Thomas homemade DVDs that I made that uses the original, regular original DVD contents besides the bootleg copies. Uses like the original stuff, just like the regular Thomas DVDs did when they released back then. So yeah, even though I did make these copies that are made this year, so it's actually my homemade reprint copies. So yeah, so anyways, here we go. First, here's Make Someone Happy and Other Thomas Adventures 2002 DVD. The reason why I said 2002 is because it uses the original. Why I said that anything that came out, because anything that came out like the regular DVDs. So yeah. Here's Best of James 2002 DVD. Well, actually, even though I know some regular DVDs say 2001, someone says 2002, but I did write 2002. This is Thomas and Friends Collector's Edition. I have 2 copies of Best of James for some reason. Well, reason why I did this is actually a reprint. This is my second one. This is the first one I'm holding. Well, the reason why I had 2 copies for some reason is because, well, on the first one it was messed up during the intro. The intro was incomplete, but this other one is complete. So yeah, this is Thomas and Friends Collector's Edition, Best of James. Thomas and Friends Races, Rescues, and Runaways 2002 DVD. Best of Percy 2002 DVD. Salty Secrets 2002 DVD. Yeah. And here's Thomas Christmas Wonderland 2002 DVD. Well, this is actually the last Thomas DVD complete to burn to have that collection to be completed without the Hit Entertainment, if just the Anchor Bay itself. Anchor Bay and Gold Lane itself. So yeah, only. Here's Percy. Now we go to the Thomas Anchor Bay DVD that has Hit Entertainment logos. Anyways, here's Percy's Chocolate Crunch 2003 DVD. Thomas and Friends Snowy Surprise 2003 DVD. Yeah, I usually add the old Hit logos instead of the new Hit logos, just like they did on the original releases. So yeah, I only do the new Hit logos if they had Hit logos. Here's Fun with Thomas 2003 DVD. This is actually a DVD sampler. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention about Thomas Christmas Wonderland. The DVD is very hard to find, but it's a good thing I have it. But it's only when I burn a disc. Because that one is on eBay on the regular DVD. Besides my homemade print, that's very expensive. Costs like hundreds of dollars. Here's Fun with Thomas 2003 DVD, the DVD sampler. 2 Thomas Adventures. Thomas and the Jet Engine. Oh no. Start with this one first. Thomas and the Friends Get Along 2004 DVD. This is the first. I already know this is the first Thomas DVD from 2004. Yeah, that's better. Now, here's New Friends for Thomas 2004 DVD. And here's Thomas and the Jet Engine 2004 DVD. Now you're on the 2005 DVDs. Here's James Learns a Lesson 2005 DVD. This is the original 2005 print DVD that I burned. What I did on James Learns a Lesson recently that I finally own, I used the original. This is actually the original 2005 DVD content. That's why I add the Hit Entertainment logo. You know, they did have Universal reprints. I remember there is such a thing as that. I only did the original content. So yeah. Here's Percy Saves the Day 2005 DVD. I remember I used to have Percy Saves the Day DVD from my childhood, but I don't have it anymore. But now I finally own it since I burned a disc. Now here's Thomas Comes to Breakfast and Other Stories 2006 DVDs. Here's James Goes Buzz Buzz 2007 DVD. This is actually the first Thomas DVD I finally burned with. The first Thomas homemade DVD that I burned that uses the new Hit logo, but it works pretty good. Then Trackside Tunes or Thomas in the Special Letter. So yeah, that I try to burn, but yeah. Percy's Take a Plunge 2008 DVD. It does kind of work, but for some reason the menu was having some issues for some reason. Here's Rusty to the Rescue 2008 DVD, Henry the Elephant 2008 DVD, and finally, the only one I have, sadly, is the complete first season, which is the early years of Thomas and Friends, disc 1. I didn't have disc 2 and 3, but I will do it yet. I will do it soon. Oh yeah, I forgot I still have this one. And this is the last one I'll show you, is Thomas Halloween Adventures 2006 DVD. This is actually the last Anchor Bay Thomas DVD that uses the old hit logo. And for some reason on Thomas Halloween Adventures, they use some old Thomas episodes, even though the intro uses the 2004 intro and the 2005 or 6 intro roll call on it. So yeah, especially instead of the name boards, it uses like the like they do the stuff from 2004. Like literally like part of the hit entertainment itself, similar like that. But yeah. And I don't mind the Michael Brand. I don't mind like season 7, 8, 9, or 10 or the newer Thomas. But I like the most. I was obsessed with the old classic Thomas. So yeah. So yeah, there you have it. Those are all my Thomas homemade DVDs. I use the original DVD contents itself, which are actually from an ISO file. This is all I burned off from. Those are the stuff I already burned off from. Those are all the homemade Thomas DVDs that I have that were from ISO files. I do have other 2 homemade Thomas DVDs that I did. If I didn't, I'm not going to show you these because these are my homemade bootleg prints instead of like the original contents. So yeah. So yeah. And I will burn them, and I will plan to burn more Thomas homemade DVDs soon, or getting more Thomas DVDs. So yeah, thanks for watching.